Hi, my name is Dr. Jana Cole. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I'm an expert on animal cruelty. I'm an expert on puppy mills and the link to pet stores. There has been, I actually want to thank one of the owners of Pets for disclosing that they get their dogs from Hunt, because the Hunt Corporation is one of the most notorious puppy mill distributors, puppy mill brokers, distributors in the entire nation. And any one of you can Google that and find that it's all over the internet. The Hunt Corporation has been investigated by HSUS and a number of animal welfare organizations. I'm not paid by any group or organization. I'm a full-time philanthropist and volunteer. My family founded Kohl's Department Stores, and I devote 100% of my proceeds from the sale of my book to help end animal cruelty. The link between puppy mills and pet stores is absolute, is 100%. It's mathematically impossible for a pet store to sell dogs that don't come from a humane breeder, because in order to keep up the supply, you have to keep breeding a dog every heat cycle. So it's impossible for them to not use puppy mills. So for anyone to stand up here and say we get our dogs from humane breeders is absolutely not telling the truth. If they want to stay in business, and they can stay in business, they need to do the humane thing and model themselves after other stores that have converted to the adoption model. They sell supplies, they sell food, they work with animal welfare organizations, they pair up with humane animal welfare organizations, and they do adoptions. And it's a win-win for everyone. For someone to suggest that they will only get California dogs from now on, well, I can tell you right now, there are loads and loads, hundreds if not thousands of California puppy mills. So that will be no guarantee that this problem will not continue. And I thank you very much for banning the sale of animals in pet stores.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members. My name is Karen Chapika, and I'm president of Save Our Strays of Huntington Beach. We are not a national organization. We're a local Huntington Beach organization, and have been so for 13 years. You know, I wasn't going to speak tonight in the interest of time, but after hearing the comments tonight, I had to. I just absolutely had to get up here and speak. And by the way, I am well informed of the issues, and I've worked in animal rescue for many, many years. So first of all, these stores do not spay and neuter their animals before they're sold. And here's what happens when a sick animal is sold, and there are many of them. People bring the animal back, and this is what they're told. They're told that you're never going to see this animal again because we're going to put it down, okay? Now, what person is going to bring their animal back and be told they're going to put it down? Of course they're going to take it home. They're not going to sit there and let that animal be put down, okay? That's what happens. That's how valuable that guarantee is. The photos that were handed to you at the last meeting of that emaciated boxer puppy was taken at one of these two stores here in Huntington Beach. That's what happens to these animals in these stores. Okay. There are many pet stores in Huntington Beach, like Pet Supply right across the street, that doesn't sell animals, it just sells pet supplies, and they do a darn good business in this community. So I'm asking that you do the right thing and support this ordinance. Thank you.
My name is Renee Karapedian. I'm the proud owner of Pet Rush, pet store in the city of Glendale. I was the first pet store that took the humane model in the city of Glendale. And since not only I've not gone out of business, but it really put us on the map. I became a lot more successful. I became a lot more known in the city. And since last year, we were responsible for adopting out over 300 dogs out of my little hole-in-the-wall pet store in the city of Glendale. These are dogs that all came from county shelters that did not stand a chance otherwise. Every time I go to the shelters and I look at these dogs, this is one dog that I know I can save. And yes, one less dog that I could have bought a dog from a puppy mill. I did sell. I made money. But now I can tell you honestly from a business person, I'm making more money. I have a lot more clientele that trust me, knows me by name. They come to the store for me, and they honor what I've done. And that's what I would like to see these other two stores to become. So I'd like to offer my help to these other two stores to show them how they can embrace this humane model and what they have to do to become very successful. I tripled my income. I'm a living proof that this is not only possible, but it's very easy to do. The community will support. They will not only survive, but they will make money. And the dogs are out there. The puppies are out there. The rescues are full of puppies. I go every week, and there's a ton of them. And yes, it will cost you actually a lot less to get one of these dogs out of county shelter, spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, temperament tested. None of those are true with these puppies they get from puppy mills. Thank you for your time.
All the points about why puppy mills are such an enormous problem and how they contribute to the pet overpopulation crisis in our community, or why pet stores are a problem because they are an outlet for puppy mills and the reason that puppy mills are in business. I would, however, like to address a concern raised by one of the council members at the last meeting who suggested that Huntington Beach doesn't need a puppy mill ordinance because Huntington Beach doesn't have puppy mills. While it may be true that there are no brick-and-mortar, high-volume commercial breeding facilities in Huntington Beach, what Huntington Beach does have are stores selling puppy mill dogs imported from outside the city. So it is still a very undeniable problem. Just like Huntington Beach may not have any methamphetamine labs in the city, if methamphetamine is being manufactured elsewhere and being sold in the city, that would be an issue that I would think you would want to address. And yes, puppy mills are legal and methamphetamine is not, but the issue is the same. Puppy mills are an inhumane industry that you've all agreed you don't want to support, and yet the byproduct of that industry is being sold in your city.
Pets spoke.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Kelly Sawyer. I've spent the first 5 years of my life in Huntington Beach. I'm a resident of Newport Beach. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak tonight. I do a lot of investigating in puppy mills with USDA reports and Government Inspector Photos. I've read probably 100 this week, which is why I have black rings under my eyes. I don't get much sleep. One thing that is important to know about California is puppy mills exist because of California. California is the retail outlet of Midwest puppy mills. We sell the most puppy mill dogs, and this was recorded by the Humane Society of the United States, tracked through Interstate Documents, and Orange County is the leading seller of the entire Midwest puppy mill industry. They are the manufacturers. We, in Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, and other cities, are the retail outlet. So to say that puppy mills don't exist here is, I just wanted to clear that up because that is obviously not the case.
We're out there every single weekend. We just adopted out 6 on Sunday in San Juan Capistrano. I'm doing a home check tomorrow. So, and as far as the pet stores, there will be animals in pet stores. One comment was that if you're a car dealership, you can't sell a car. If you're a jewelry store, you can't sell jewelry. Those are inanimate objects. Animals are living, breathing beings, and we have to be the voice for them because they cannot speak for themselves. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, City Council members, my name is Dale Bartlett. I am a Public Policy Manager with the Humane Society of the United States, and we're here to speak in support of this measure. I would point out quickly that if you're a car dealer, you can't sell cars that don't meet air quality standards, and if you're a jeweler, you can't sell blood diamonds. One speaker stated earlier that the dogs in Huntington Beach pet stores don't live their lives in cages. They're adopted. Obviously, we're talking about the mother dogs. I have been to lots of these facilities myself, the puppy mills, and seen the suffering for myself. I assure you it's bad. The USDA, their own Office of Inspector General, issued a report showing how their inspections were failing, with horrific pictures, dogs with their legs dangling through rusted wire cages, and just horrific photos, and stated point blank, the USDA isn't doing its job. We're not doing a sufficient job of making the bad operators stop selling puppies. We did a survey of health certificates from dogs being shipped from the state of Missouri into California, and found, as one of the speakers mentioned earlier today, Orange County is by far the largest county in the state in terms of dogs sold from Missouri puppy mills and the Hunt Corporation. This isn't a referendum on the Hunt Corporation, but it kind of is. It kind of is, right? The Hunt Corporation, they exist to buy dogs from puppy mills and sell them to pet shops around the country. They receive an F rating from the Southwestern Missouri Better Business Bureau for failure to address consumer complaints. One former Petland franchisee, Petland is the largest pet retailer in the country, a dog and cat retailer, is actually suing Petland and Hunt Corporation, openly stating in his case that Petland forced him to sell sick dogs from Hunt Corporation's puppy mills. Again, not a referendum on Hunt. We're talking about what happens here in Huntington Beach and what you can manage. One of the pet store owners here said that he would support a measure to say we could only sell dogs from local sources. Unfortunately, that would violate the Dormant Commerce Clause of the U.S. Constitution, so it's not an option. No one here wants to put pet stores out of business. We want to help these pet stores transform into modern facilities that the community can be proud of. That's all. We don't want that suffering, that puppy mill smear here in Virginia Beach. We don't need it. Huntington Beach, sorry. I lived there for 5 years. Thank you.
Mr. Barnett. Councilmember Harper.
Yeah, this has been tossed out, I think, either the second or third time about Huntington Beach, about Orange County being the largest consumer. Of course, Orange County is over 3 million people. The only other county significantly larger than Orange County is Los Angeles County in the state of California. Where can I find the statistics that Orange County consumes more than Los Angeles County?
I can send them to you if you like.
Okay, but who produced the report?
We did from the Humane Society of the United States did a complete review of every health certificate from dogs imported from the state of Missouri into California for calendar year 2009.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brian Monell. I'm the Senior Investigator for Last Chance for Animals. I just wanted to address a couple issues. Some people were talking about puppy mills and how old are these videos? Well, I've probably been to more puppy mills than most people in here. I've been to literally hundreds of puppy mills from Pennsylvania to Hawaii. Yes, there are tons of puppy mills in California, South Dakota, Texas, all over. The last puppy mill I was out to was 2.5 months ago. Got people in the field right now. These videos are current. Dogs are dying. Dogs are freezing. Let's put away this fallacy. This is going on right now. These dogs, as we speak, debating this issue tonight. Dogs are in these cages. They're never getting out. I've personally seen thousands of dogs who spent their entire lives in these wire cages. They don't know how to walk on the ground. We take them out of the cage. They are frightened of the ground. They've never actually put their feet on the ground.
Hi, my name is Pamela Meadows, lifetime resident of Huntington Beach. Eater Geisler Edison, 25-year flight attendant with American Airlines. I've been about everywhere. What this comes down to is this. There are too many animals and not enough. There is no reason to sell these animals at exorbitant prices. There's no reason with the prices like that they can't be treated for whatever, and no reason for them to be euthanized from our city limits and bring in other animals from the Midwest or wherever, even from puppy mills within the state of California, when we have enough here. First of all, I was told there were 2 pet shops in the whole city that everyone had to choose from. Incorrect. A lot of pet stores in Huntington Beach, a lot of really good pet stores, and a lot of really, really good rescues, a lot of which I volunteer with, that at least on the weekends adopt out these beautiful, wonderful animals. Okay, also as far as pets, and I think it was the other one, Animal Kingdom, give me some proof where your animals come from. Show me the proof. Show me the money. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I've heard they come from California, and thank you for your due diligence in following their story and checking up on them. Obviously, That's not true. There's also a kill shelter right within our city limits of Huntington Beach that euthanizes animals right under our noses, where we're importing these, sick or not sick, unspayed, unneutered animals. Pets is not even certified by the Better Business Bureau. I mean, there's nothing. And they get up here and say their choice is, people of Huntington Beach, their choice is either getting animals from these two pet stores or going on the internet. Absolutely not true. Like I said, kill shelter right here, a lot of pet stores, a lot of rescue groups. Right here, right now, so many of you know so many of us. Here we go, okay. And they say these animals are treated so well under their care, but where are their parents and how are they treated and where did they come from? While I was sitting in my seat up there, I just Googled pets, where do they get their animals? Horror stories, nothing but horror stories. So I challenge all of y'all, just Google it. Just do what I did. Rescue animals are available. Pets, and the other one, Animal Kingdom, they can still have animals to sell, although I don't see why they call it sell. They use the word sell, and then they also use the word donate. Sell and donate? Come on, seriously? But we donated a dog, and we sell this. No, these are animals, these are souls. They deserve our love and our attention. They do nothing. It's unconditional love that you get from your animals. They can actually save lives. They do not spay and neuter. This Hunt Corporation that it comes from, they said when the gentleman from Pets spoke...
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
For 4 months of their lives. They don't take them out, they don't walk them, they may feed them okay, but they're not getting the love they're supposed to have, and they're not getting the exercise. And no animal belongs in a cage like that. I just think it's immoral. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Thanks for letting us speak tonight on this important issue. My name is Katie Manili. I'm a local resident, and I'm also a professional businesswoman with a career in advertising. I'm here to speak tonight about the issue of puppy mills. 6 years ago, I had my heart set on rescuing a French Bulldog. If you're unfamiliar of what French Bulldogs look like, I describe them as half dog, half pig, and they also have characteristic bat ears. I finally found one that I fell in love with when the rescue group told me, wanted to forewarn me and said if I still wanted her because her ears were tattooed. And I said, of course I want her, but why are her ears tattooed? She has F27 in one ear and DK1 in the other ear. She said, oh, she's a puppy mill survivor. They tattoo their ears, those are their numbers. I had never heard of a puppy mill before, but I started to do my research. I learned that most puppy mill dogs are in the Midwest or in rural areas where they're able to put them, hundreds and thousands of dogs, in barns. They tattoo their ears like cattle. That's their only way of identifying them. They don't have names. When I rescued her, I named her Millie. I named her Millie, obviously, because she came from a puppy mill. She came from St. Louis, Missouri, which is the #1 puppy mill state in the country. And I also thought Millie was a good Midwestern name. So she is totally spoiled now, and I love her to pieces. But her tattooed ears remind me of where she came from. She was given up at 6 years of age when she was no longer fertile and could no longer produce puppies. She would have been either euthanized if they were humane enough to do that. Most don't. Most either shoot them electrocution style or sell them to research laboratories for the end of their life. So I'm here to speak on behalf of Millie and all the other puppy mill dogs. I have 2 other French Bulldog rescues that came from a local animal shelter in the area. These dogs in a pet store go for $2,000 to $3,000 per dog. My adoption fee was $125 per piece. You can get any type of dog, any breed, designer breed, from a rescue, from a shelter, that don't need the designer price tag. And also one last thing. Patty Page, who recorded the song, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, that someone spoke about earlier, she re-recorded that song. And her song is now, Do You See That Doggy in the Shelter? She said at the time she recorded the song, it seemed like a sweet and harmless message, but times have changed. And times certainly have changed. Huntington Beach, we need to really step up to the plate
Thank you, ma'am.
and have a humane city. Thank you.
Suggested change, I think that's fair. Just to reiterate a little bit why I'm supporting this is it's been established there's no puppy mills in Huntington Beach. I think it has been established, Councilman Dwyer, that they use the Hunt Corporation, which is the broker that gets their dogs from puppy mills around the country, and therefore we help, through supply and demand, keep that puppy mill business, the demand there. So we are part of that component. The whole puppy dog in the window, the spontaneity of it, and in the best case scenario, someone finds a little puppy, 8 to 12-week-old puppy or kitten with the paws too big, fumbling around. I mean, is there anything cuter? And it may be healthy, and it may be loved, and it all may work out just fine, but we have the 500,000 we're putting down, so there's a supply and demand issue there. There's the ones that go sick. There's the folks that buy spontaneous without telling somebody. I don't even like the ones we do. I'll talk to my Boys and Girls Club. You know, they get pet and a ton, spontaneous. Someone's had a few drinks and get it for their wife, and you know, it's not overall the best way to make such a purchase. So, you know, Irvine Company, largest landlord in Orange County, has implemented a ban. No more selling of or leasing to pet stores, basically. And I think they only had one tenant left. They're done. Again, I